Now, if you follow my main channel for a while, you know I got my start by covering Reddit topics in a spooky fashion. And for the most part, I've taken a large break from any of that type of content, mostly because anything on Reddit nowadays has become plagued with just obviously fake stories that are meant to bait channels like me into talking about them. I can't tell you how many times a day I used to get DM'd saying things like, "Whoa, have you seen this weird spooky thing that totally my friend sent me?" And it's just this obvious bait for content that I don't really like to cover, and I prefer mysteries that are more in the realm of reality. Nonetheless, in the back of my mind, there has been something that's been bugging me from one of my old topic lists that I wanted to cover on the second channel, and that's what you're seeing right now. If you recall from my Exploring a Reddit Cult video, I said this. I read the following: super unusual subreddit where every post is gilded an absurd amount of times. Here is ISS Gold, the subreddit in question. I'm pretty positive they're all bots, but why circle jerk thousands of dollars into gilding onto these posts for no reason at all? There has to be some reason why. At the time I had first checked out this subreddit, it was still up, but as of now has been made private. In a nutshell, there were countless posts on this tiny subreddit that contained a vast amount of Reddit gold and silver. At first it appeared like some sort of test subreddit, something very similar to the YouTube channel WebDriver Torso. And while in that video I had stated it had led me to Chris Cantelmo and that whole rabbit hole, there's actually a lot more to the subject that I believe it's definitely worth taking a look at. For one, if you go to LSS Gold today, it has been removed. And a while back, I made it a point to try and gain access to see who was behind spending thousands and thousands of dollars on posts on Reddit for seemingly no reason. Just as a brief refresher, Reddit awards are basically good job awards that are gifted on posts, and they display the flair depending on what award you buy for them. Depending on how much you spend, whether it be a Reddit Gold or a Reddit Platinum, it will actually give them Reddit Premium, which allows them to view the site without ads for a certain amount of time. Just like Reddit Karma, it's pretty much worthless and basically just a flex on others who post on the site. Now, if you use the Wayback Machine on LSS Gold, you'll have no luck in digging up any old captures, but luckily, from one of my old screenshots, I was able to locate one of the users who were posting, and that is still up. Here is one of the users from the screenshot by the name of User Gold Test 3. And if you look him up individually, you'll see that he still has 111 Reddit Platinums, and his posting behavior is basically identical to what I saw before. Looking through his feed, you'll see countless posts, all gibberish, some with him talking to himself, and it leads you down a maze of bizarre yet very similar subreddits. For instance, here is LSS Gold Normal with a cryptic description, and once again, another subreddit filled with the same type of users and content. Here is LSS Gold Normal 01, and interestingly, it seems like it goes all the way up to at least 17. I haven't tried out each one individually, but you get the general gist, and this isn't where it stops. Watch as I cycle through various versions, and you'll notice that some are open to the public, and some aren't. Some require Reddit Premium, and some don't. Interestingly enough, if you click around through the users and where they post long enough, there is another subreddit by the name of r/LSS Mob Test, which is very similar. Notably, a lot of videos that seem to be posted inside this subreddit as well seem to be from this generic office. And if you go even deeper down the rabbit hole, you'll come across a subreddit by the name of r/Jartem, which is the same exact song and dance, except all of the subreddit is live chats only, and you can see each of the accounts responsible talking to each other. Finally, at the end of this, we would actually get our answer definitively as to who is behind all of this, as the creator of r/Jartem is Jay Leakey, and he is Reddit staff. And while it would make sense that Reddit would have the means to do all of this, as they have access to the back end of their own website, and awards cost nothing to them, it appears that they give certain people that work for them repetitive tasks to perform on a spreadsheet each day that they clock in for work, and are required to make certain posts all day long. And we are just seeing the tail end of this testing group that appears to have some significance with the term LSS that, tell you the truth, I still don't understand what it stands for. And it's pretty funny to consider that almost a year ago, when I had said that subreddit reminded me of WebDriver Torso, which was a YouTube channel that was later found to have served a similar testing purpose and was owned by YouTube, it's bizarre to find this kind of thing on Reddit, and the fact that Reddit would litter their own site with this kind of spam. Definitely a bizarre little internet oddity, and I thought it was worth taking the time to just kind of go through and clear my conscience of it. I recommend that you go look through it yourself, because there's a ton of these subreddits, and perhaps there's something else that you guys might be able to find and leave in the comments. This is Barely Sociable. Have a good night.